Okay, folks, listen. This is a live stream, and if if I leave this video up and you're watching this on a replay, understand that you're not going to be able to see the live stream chat for at least like 12 to 15 hours after I've already finished the live stream. Okay? If you're looking for the live stream chat, you won't be able to see it for at least 12 to 15 hours after I've already finished. Anyway, so before show you the most important uh, news story that's happened recently. And what's funny is I heard the story days ago, but I didn't look into the details of the story. I mean, I did notice one thing about it, but I didn't. I said, well, that's not a big deal. I'm not going to do a whole video just because of that. But then when I looked into the details of the story, then I knew that it was connected. Okay. Now, and it's a really big story in America because they haven't caught the suspect yet. The killer is on the loose. Okay, and so it's a big story. Now, let me just go through the other current stories, and I'm gonna talk about a few things that I talked about in the other live stream that I did yesterday, and I deleted that video. So that's why I'm going to rehash that information before I show you the real important information. Okay. Now, you know that I've told you that my two predictions are that on June 11th, there's going to be some type of spectacular event in Seattle. Okay. On June 11th. And after this spectacular event, somehow Elvis's image, his name, or the number of his name is attached to this spectacular event in Seattle, or in this, in the whole area of King County, Seattle, because Seattle's in King County, we're Washington State, right? And so basically, I'm saying that Seattle's most likely going to be ground zero for this event. Okay. Now, so that's the Elvis Seattle event, June 11th. And then my other prediction is that Trump gets his head wound on August 4th, most likely in Ohio. Okay, so those are the two predictions. But this video is mostly about the June 11th Seattle event, the connections. But anyway, so what are the news stories? So just real quick, let me rehash one that's been in the news all the time since this Russia war, whatever you want to call it, has been going on. So there's this basketball player who was arrested. I've done videos about this from the very first moment because it's so important to this puzzle. Because before I tell you the connections, remember, Seattle's in King County. Elvis was known as the King. Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington is the 42nd state where Seattle is. Okay. And Seattle, Washington's initials, SW, equals 42. Okay. Now, there was this woman basketball player. Okay. She was arrested for some kind of, hashish oil or whatever the hell was in her vape cartridge. I don't know. She was arrested in Russia. And what's important and why she was, okay, folks, listen, I have to be super careful what I say. Okay. Do you understand? So I believe, of course, that what I believe about the story. Okay. Because everything has to do with this puzzle, this Elvis puzzle. So this person who was arrested, the person's name is Brittany Griner. Okay. And the reason I was telling you the 42 connection just a moment ago, because this person who got arrested wears the number 42. She's a basketball player for the Phoenix Mercury. And I told you, Elvis is the Phoenix. He is the Kraken. He's the beast out of the sea. He's the GOAT. Okay. And because he used to wear the Phoenix outfits in concert, Elvis. Anyway, so he died at the age of 42. Washington's the 42nd state, like I said. And she wore the number 42 for the Phoenix Mercury. All right. And she was sentenced on August 4th. And that's my other prediction, right? For Trump getting his head wound on August 4th. The Seattle event is June 11th. The one, for the Washington. And like I said, she wears number 42. Washington's the 42nd state. And Elvis died at the age of 42. Anyway, so when they would show her, she would be wearing different T-shirts. And the main T-shirts that she would always wear was either Jimi Hendrix or Nirvana. And Jimi Hendrix was born in Seattle, and Nirvana is from Seattle, basically. You know what I mean? That's how they got famous, the grunge. So again, it's pointing to Seattle. Okay, besides her being from the Phoenix Mercury and wearing the number 42, okay? And she's always going to be in the news. Who knows what's going to happen? That's why you have this free Britney thing. Really, they're saying free free Elvis. And that's why you had the Black Lives Matter all across America and the world, because Elvis is the word lives. It's basically Black Elvis lives. You know what I mean? That's what it's saying. Black lives is Black Elvis matters. Anyway, hold on. So that was that connection. Okay. Then you had this. So North Korea is always in the news, and I just got finished telling everybody how I used to do videos before I ever started making these predictions. Years ago, I was doing videos about that North Korea doesn't even exist. I was the first one on YouTube to make these videos. Okay, years ago. This is when my videos, and channels were getting taken down every other week. For exposing these people who run, the world here. Anyway, so North Korea, I tell you, everything looks, like it's not even real. You know what I mean? The images and everything. Anyway, so North Korea, the dictator, Kim Ding Dong, the North Korean dictator, he, before I ever was even talking about Elvis, I didn't even know until after I started talking about Elvis that the North Korean dictator, he he was born on Elvis's birthday. And that's why Trump was calling him Rocket Man, because Elvis is the Rocket Man. He's going to shoot out of the bottom of the pit of hell. But like I said, I don't know how it's going to manifest, but whatever this event is, it's going to be on June 11th. Okay. Like I said, Elvis is the beast out of the sea. Okay. Anyway, so he was born on Elvis's birthday, that Kim Ding Dong. And he came to light at the age of 33. That's when he became famous, that Kim Ding Dong. Because, the 33 is the number of ascension. I told you that. Okay, what was the other story now? Oh, you had that other story about this currency. Get it? It's got the C reference, like water. Because I told you Elvis equals water, Elvis equals reset, okay? And just like in the days of Noah, when there was a reset by God, how did he reset the earth? With water. Elvis equals water, Elvis equals reset in gematria, same numbers. And that's why I said Elvis is the beast out of the sea in Seattle. And he used to start his concerts with a song called CC Rider. Okay. And CC can be the 33. It can be the eyes which see, or the water that sees. Anyway, so this cryptocurrency dude, his name is Sam Sam equals 33, SAM. Bankman. Bankman. He's got the man in his name. Anyway, so his last name is Freed, whatever. Sam Bankman Freed. And you know why I think this is funny? Because see, he ripped off people. Okay, this cryptocurrency dude. And he's got the bank in his name besides Sam equaling 33. And you remember that big other scandal that involved years ago. I don't remember the name of the company, but it was Bernie Madoff. You remember that? And he had his name had something funny in it too. Madoff. He made off with the money. Get it? Just like this dude's name is Bankman. You know, and of course they have two things in common, if you know what I'm saying. They're both pigeon peckers. If you don't know what that is, somebody in the chat will tell you. Hold on. Oh, was it the Enron scandal? Is that what that was? Yeah. And then I think maybe somebody can look this up for me. This woman got, I think she was sentenced to 804. I don't know. I don't want to go into that story because I'm not sure about that story yet, but it has to do with a Theranos. It has a lot of the word Theranos has connections. But anyway, forget about that. Oh, and I was just talking about the C, you know what I mean, with all the connections. You remember I did a whole video about the Nancy Pelosi, and the reason that Pelosi is so important is because her it has to do with Elvis, where he was born. Elvis was born in Tupelo. Pillow is P-E-L-O, just like Nancy has the Pelosi, P-E-L-O. It's almost like the word Elvis. It's just missing the V in Pelosi. Anyway, so Nancy to Pelosi, you get what I'm saying? And remember, Peloton had all those problems, and Pelosi's husband had problems. Peloton was going broke, and because that's the Pelo, you understand? I did videos about this. I'm not going to go into every detail. You know, I'm just trying to show you the connections of what's going on. And then, and Peloton and Pelosi have the P-E-L-O, right? It's got the E-L-O. And who else has the E-L-O? Elon. Elon has the E-L-O. Because Elvis has the E-L, right? And the O is a crown. L means God in Hebrew. O is a crown, like I told you. And Elon has all these issues, right? And Jay Leno just got his face burned. Elon is the same as the word Leno, L-E-N-O. It's the same letters as Elon. Do you get it? Now, the reason that Elon's even more important, of course, than Jay Leno is, and that's why you've had him in the news every day for the last how many years, with this Twitter thing that's happening right now, there is a meme going around, or a hashtag says RIP Twitter, okay? And obviously he owns Twitter, right? So it says RIP Twitter. And so that's saying death, right? And then you have his other company, which is Tesla. And I told you Tesla has the same letters as Seattle. If you use the same letter twice in the word Tesla, you can make the word Seattle. Okay? T-E-S-L-A. That's 5 of the 7 letters in Seattle. If you just use the same 2 letters in Tesla, you can make the word Seattle. So Tesla is Seattle. And even their logo looks like the Space Needle. Or it could look like snake's fangs, or it could look like a snake's head, because I told you Elvis is the serpent, okay? Anyways, like I said, I'm shooting through this just to get to the new story, Um, so there's a there's a a White House wedding coming up, and the last time there was a White House wedding was in during the Nixon campaign, and Nixon is the only president Elvis visited was Nixon. Okay, and that's why you had this Roe versus Wade come out after 50 years, because has to do with water. Roe and Wade, it's all water and eggs. I don't know what the heck, but it has to do with, whatever. I don't remember every detail what it means, but but it came out. Elvis visited Nixon. I told you that was the only president he visited, and the reason he visited Nixon is because he was the 37th president. And I told you the 3-7 looks. If you turn the 3 and the 7 opposite way, it looks like the letters EL. EL means God in Hebrew, just like I just told you with the ELO in Tupelo, or Pelosi, or Peloton, Elon, Leno. Anyway, so when Nixon had a wedding, his daughter got married. I think they had while he was in office, a daughter got married at the White House. It was the 18th wedding, 1/8. Elvis's birthday is 1/8, and that was the only president he visited. Remember, and now Biden is having a wedding of his granddaughter, and she's the 19th. I told you the 19 is a crown number, because if you need to go watch my video from years ago. I explained how all you have to do is type into the YouTube search, Lucifer loses his S and an equal sign, S equals 19 crown, and you'll see that video. It's super important that you watch it. And his daughter's name is Naomi, which equals the same as the word devil in gematria, but it doesn't mean anything. If your name is Naomi, don't think anything of it, because even the word earth equals the word devil. It doesn't mean anything. Only, it only means something to them. I'm saying it doesn't mean nothing. Like if your name equals 666, it doesn't mean that it's a bad number. Okay, and you know what's interesting about Richard Nixon? They used to call him Tricky Dicky, Dick Nixon, and in that story they had a story. His scandal was called Watergate, and I told you Elvis equals water. Okay, Watergate, water portal. Do you understand? And anyway, Tricky Dicky, he had a scandal, like I said, and there was an informant they called Deep Throat. So his name was Dick, right? Dick Nixon, and the Deep Throat. And even his daughter, when she got married, the person she married was a person named Cox, COX. So Dick Nixon, Tricky Dicky's daughter, married a Cox. Hold on. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, Elvis is an idol. That's right. Like Billy Idol. That's why the white wedding. Oh, and I told you that Mel Gibson has a movie coming. Oh, it just came out this month, called On the Line. Okay, and in the movie, he's playing a talk show host. Okay, and like I said, I just put up the video yesterday, but I took it down. It's a waste of time watching it. Anyway, but it's called On the Line, and in the movie, he's playing a talk show host, and his name is Elvis. Okay, do you understand? His name is Elvis, and Mel Gibson's famous for the Passion of the Christ movies, and he supposedly is supposed to do another one, Passion of the Christ, but he didn't get to it. He's probably going to wait, you know, till, whatever, next year to start. Watch. And what else? Oh, Mel has the EL in his name. Besides the son, Mel Gibson. And Gib is the word big backwards. His name is Melvis. Melvis. Anyway, Mel. There's more to the story. I mean, anyway, in the story, some guy calls in because he's a talk show host, Elvis, right? Mel Gibson. And he's threatening he's saying he's at his house and he's got his family kidnapped or something. Anyway, yeah, I've done videos about the ELO, the Electric Light Orchestra band. My sister's name is ELO. That's why everything is connected to me. I told you that. What else here? Let me tell you what else. They're saying that that maybe a black guy's going to take over for Pelosi as the head of the Democrats. I don't know what it is exactly that he's going to take over, but I looked him up, and he's born on August 4th, so that would be a candidate to look for. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the one to take over. Okay. Anyway, so I think that's it for all the little stories. Now I'm going to get to what this video is about. Okay, and be patient, because if you want me to show images, I'm going to have to. Where's mine? Hold on. Give me a moment, folks. So there's a story going around about, by the way, there's actually two stories, but they already caught the suspect in a different story. There was a University of Virginia shooting where three black guys were supposedly killed on a bus, and bus equals 42, by the way. BUS, I believe, right? B is the second letter, U is the 21st, makes 23, and S is 19th, makes 42. Yeah. So bus equals 42, and University of, forget it. It doesn't matter. That story it's over anyway. That one didn't have that many codes in it, but this one that they're really highlighting is there was four young people killed from the University of Idaho, all right? And they haven't caught the suspect. They were stabbed in their, I don't know if it's a dorm or their home. I don't know what this place is. And like I said, I heard the story right away when it first happened, and the first thing that caught my eye was the address. But I just didn't want to do these stories no more, because anytime I start doing these kind of stories, it gets you into trouble, because it's you can't do stories about controversial stuff, And so when I saw it, I noticed the address right away, and I even mentioned it in one of the live streams. But I didn't want to do the story. But now that I looked into the details of it, I have to. But I'm not going to even talk about the names of the people. That's not even of interest to me. But what's interesting to me is when they find the suspect, I would like to know his name. I think there's going to be something interesting in his name. Let me just look at the live chat real quick. Yeah, you need to So you're saying that maybe there might be a twin connection in this story that I'm talking about? Hmm. Like I said, I didn't really I didn't really even dig into the names and who they were involved with. I didn't look at that. All I looked at was the address, and basically that's it. That's what's interesting to me. All right. And like I told you, when they catch the suspect, that'll be interesting too. But yeah, if there is a twin connection, that's interesting, obviously, because if you know my videos, you know that everything is about the twin. Elvis had an identical twin that died at birth. Okay, supposedly died. We don't know if he was sacrificed or whether, or he still lives. Nobody knows. Anyway, so and that's why Trump is here. Trump is the replacement twin of Elvis's supposed identical twin that died at birth. Or he could be the real twin. Nobody knows. Nobody ever knows. But I doubt it. I think he's just a replacement twin. Probably created in a test tube or something. This Trump. Okay, so now I have all these cards ready to show. I'm just going to show the index cards to you guys. Instead of actually showing you footage, I'm just going to show you what I have on the cards, and then maybe later I'll show you, just to prove it to you, I'll show you images. But right now I'm just going to show you the cards. So remember, they were in there. Let me tell you what day it was. First of all, it was Sunday. They were found Sunday morning. Okay. Early in the morning. So that means they went out Saturday night. Sunday they were asleep. In the morning they were supposedly stabbed. These 4 people. All right. Now, let's look at the details of this. I tried to put it in order, but I don't know if I can have it in order, as to what I want to say, but let's try it. Hold on. All right. Give me a moment here to set up. Let's start with the first card here. Hold on. Just give me a moment here. Okay, this incident, it's interesting that it happened in Moscow, because in Moscow, there's Russia in Moscow, right? But this was a city in Idaho, and this is the county. You see, I put it city, county, state, okay? So Moscow, the word Moscow equals 88, and Trump equals 88, and Elvis turns 88 in January next year, this coming year. This word right here, Late, I don't know how they pronounce this. It equals 42, and I told you Elvis died at the age of 42. That's the county, and Washington's the 42nd state. Idaho equals 37. If you just add up the letters, I is the 9th letter, D is the 4th letter, makes 13. A is the first letter, makes 14. H is the 8th letter, makes 22, plus 15. The O is the 15th letter, makes 37. And I told you the 37 looks like the E-L. E-L, God. I mean, it means God in Hebrew. Okay, so those are your connections right there with that. Now, let's go to the next thing. So there was 4 people killed, and 2 of them were left alive. They didn't get stabbed or nothing. They didn't even hear it, they said. Okay, so there's your 4-2, 42. Washington's the 42nd state. Elvis died at the age of 42. Seattle, Washington the initials is 42. Okay, SW. Okay, so, and just like I always talk about the Serena Williams, Will Smith, William Shatner. You see me talk about the WSSW all the time. Anyway, so that's that. Now, Idaho is the 43rd state, okay? Now pay attention. The better info's coming. This is just, stuff I've shown before. Idaho's the 43rd state. Okay. 2023 is when the June 11th Seattle event's going to happen. 2023. And the prime numbers, the 20th prime number equals 71. The 23rd prime number equals 83. And 20 plus 23 equals 43. And the prime numbers equal 154. And the Antichrist equals 154. So if you were to add the 43 to the prime numbers, what it equals 197. And the 45th prime number is 197. And why am I showing you that? Why is the 45 important? Because see, Elvis, he's been dead for 45 years, and Trump is the 45th president, okay? Elvis has been dead for 45 years. He's going to still stay dead 45 years, all the way up until, August 16th next year. But my two predictions happened before he turns 46 years death, I'm saying. Anyway, so University of Idaho, look at the initials. UOI or IOU, get it? IOU? What is this Satan talking, saying that IOU, he's trying to get back at somebody? Anyway, this is what it equals, 45, University of Idaho. You see, IOU equals 45, again with the 45. Okay. Do you get it? U is the 21st letter, O is the 15th letter, I is the 9th letter. Okay, now, what's the next thing? Give me a moment. I'm trying to look at my papers here. The ages of the dead people, I'm not going to put their names, just the ages. These are their ages. It equals 82. Seattle equals 82. That's, Or you could put the 21 together, it'll be 42. It's up to you on how you want to count that. But anyway, what's the next thing? Oh, yeah, here, check this out. This is what's the most, this is why I'm doing this whole video. The address of the killings was at 1122 King Road. Okay? And look at the area code. It's 208. I just showed you Seattle's 82. And 208 is, I told you Elvis had an identical twin that died at birth. There was two of them born on the 8th day. But anyway, look at this. The area codes have the 838. The zip codes have the 8384. That's the day Trump gets his head wound on 84. I could explain the 83, but I'm not going to do that right now. What's important is the 1122 King Road. Watch. Just keep watching. I'll explain it. So the killings were on 1122. JFK died on 1122, and I told you that Trump's going to get his head wound next year, and that's why the Q is always talking about JFK, because it's connecting to Trump getting his head wound. Anyway, 11 plus 22 equals 33. I told you 33 is the number of ascension, and JFK got a head wound. And even the year, 19 plus 63 equals 82. All right. And let's see what else. So George Washington, okay, remember I told you the killings were on 1122. George Washington has two birthdays, 2/11 and 2/22. And his original birthday was 2/11, was the 42nd day of the year. It got changed to 2/22. So look, 1122 is the same numbers as this. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, so that's that. Okay. Now here comes the... Oh, by the way, the killings happened on the 2nd and 3rd floor. And I told you next year's the year 23. So I thought that was interesting. 2-3. Okay. What else here? Check this out. So the intersection of where this happened, remember the killings happened at 1122 King Road. Guess what the intersection is? King and Queen. I mean, can you believe this, man? King and Queen Road, the killings happened. And you know, this happened on 11/13, right? The killing. It happened on 11/13, and the king's birthday was the very next day, 11/14. You know, so the story became really big on 11/14, basically. It's and of course the queen died this year, right? The king and queen, get it? What's the chances of the intersection being king and queen? You know, and I told you Elvis is known as the king. Hold on. Anyway, I hope you understand how ridiculous that is. What I just showed you. I mean, the chances of all those coincidences are impossible. Hold on. Let's see what we get here. I was just looking at the chat before I end the chat. Someone's asking me if you know somebody who, what happens if you know somebody who knows Elvis? You don't say nothing. You don't harass them. It's Elvis that's the it's Elvis and his immediate family that that know what's going on. I'm pretty sure that only the top elite really know what's up. Um, anyway, where am I here? Yeah, anyway, so that's it. I just wanted to get that out there, and I'm just gonna end the video in like 5 minutes. So anybody have any last words? Or I can show you. How about if I just show you that it was on the intersection was oh, someone's asking me, do I know that Priscilla and Elvis's ex-wife and his daughter, do they know? Oh, absolutely. They're they look so evil. I don't care what anyone says. Just because somebody's nice doesn't make, there's a lot of Satanists who are actually probably nice people. If you talk to them, they probably are very cordial. They probably never, they don't, beat up people on the streets. If you're talking about metalheads, those kind of people, maybe they might start fights. I'm talking about just, like real Satanists. I'm saying. They're probably the soft spoken elites. Anyway, yeah, somebody was mentioning Colonel Parker, which is what the Elvis movie was about that just came out. uh that new Elvis movie that had come out. I did whole videos on that too, but his manager was Tom Parker, right? And Tom Hanks played the Colonel Tom Parker character, Elvis's manager. And you know who died recently? Was another guy named Tom Parker. And look, let's see. I've done videos on him too. But look, when was singer Tom Parker born?
The 4th of August, 1988.
See?
According to Wikipedia.
You have the August 4th connection and the 88. Because I told you Elvis died at the age, Elvis next year is 88 years old. And Trump equals 88. The number, Trump's name equals 88, Trump. And Elvis turns 88. Tom Parker, a singer who has nothing to do with Elvis, he died recently. And he was very young. How old was singer Tom Parker when he died?
33. According to Wikipedia,
You see what I'm saying?
after the band's hiatus,
33 years old. And he's born on August 4th, the day Trump gets his head wound. Do you see? You can't make this stuff up. And guess what he died from? Let's see. He had a brain tumor. Had to do with the head. Get it? Head wound. Like Trump. Yeah, the Back to the Future connection, yeah. The 88, which I always show you guys. But anyway, oh, and by the way, Tom Parker's initials, look at this, is TP. T is the 20th letter, P is the 16th letter. That's 216, get it? 2016. That's when Trump was elected. The August 4th is the 216th day of the year. He dies on the 216th day of the year. He's born on the 216th day of the year, this Tom Parker singer. And Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th, the 216th day of the year. And yes, I've talked about everything, all this. Obama's born on August 4th. 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. Trump is born on 6/14, but he's going to get his head wound on Obama's birthday, August 4th. And Trump's birthday, 6/14. 6 times 14 equals 84. Oh, yeah, somebody's saying that's not even his real name, Tom Parker. Yeah, let's find out his real name. What was singer Tom Parker's real name?
Andreas Cornelis van Kuijk.
No, that was.
To Wikipedia,
oh, you're talking about
Parker,
Tom Parker, the manager, Elvis. Yeah, that I know. I thought, but what was the singer's name? What was singer Tom? I forgot his name already. What was the singer Tom Parker full name?
Thomas Anthony Parker.
Oh yeah, so his name is the right name, but the other one, the real Tom Parker, Elvis' manager, he had a different name. Yeah. Anyway, folks, any other comments before I end the video? Just, like I said, just ask yourself, what is the chance? Because, the Q movement is always running around. And by the way, Q is the 17th letter. Ohio's the 17th state where Trump's going to get his head wound. And, Q's always talking about JFK coming back. He's not coming back, folks. I told you, it's a ritual, all right? JFK got the head wound. Trump's going to get the head wound. If you've been watching my videos, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, anyway, so they keep saying the king is coming, but they're giving you the wrong king. It's Elvis. That's his name, his number of his name, or his image is coming back. You're not going to actually see the real Elvis coming back. It's the worship of Elvis that will be coming back, okay, in some form. And Trump is here to make sure that happens. That's why he's playing like kind of the savior figure. That's why he looked up to the sky and he looks up to the sky and says, "I'm the chosen one." What? What do what in the hell do you have to look up to the sky to say that? Because he was talking about being chosen to take on China or something. I don't know what he was saying, but he looks up to the sky and he says, "I'm the chosen one." Anyway. Where was that? I forgot what I was. Oh, the JFK thing. I'm just saying, just ask yourself, what is the chance that killing with the address, I'm saying. The four University of Ohio.
The four.
The four University of Ohio. Oh man, I can't even. I have so much stuff in my brain. I can't even remember what I want to say. The four University of Idaho kids who were killed were. Oh man, I can't even get it out before it changes. Hold on. The four University of Idaho kids that were killed went to Corner Club. I don't know. Somebody wrote that. I'm looking. I don't know what that means, but they went to a club called Corner Club. I can't find that info. Give me more details. I'm not sure what it is. Anyway, let me just look at the address for you. What happened on 1122 King Road in Idaho? Man. Here, I'll just show it to you. I'm not going to sit here playing around with this stupid Google. Look, see? 4 dead. They're looking for the killer still. And it happened November 13th, Sunday morning. Look at the address, 1122 King Road. You see? And you remember the taxi I used to drive was the taxi, the owner was on King Road. King's Road it was called. And the number I used to drive was 216. You see? I told you everything is connected to me. Because I told you this was my destiny. And you're going to see it manifest. Anyway, and let me get the cross street for you. Police release map in desperate search for leads in University of Idaho murders. I'm just saying what somebody wrote to look up. Where is it? Let's look. I just want to show you. I could just Google map it for you and you can see it. I just want to see if there's anything in these articles. There was a few other things that I could talk about, that like some of the names and stuff for the policeman, the spokesperson, and stuff like that. Somebody's name has the butt in it, Butt. There was a Thompson. What else we got here? Somebody named Green. Told you anything to do with Green is. Oh, there's an Aaron too. Elvis Aaron Presley. Green has always to do with Washington being the Evergreen State, or the Wizard of Oz, Emerald City, which is Seattle. Anything to do with green. And the name of the Idaho team are called the Vandals. What in the hell? Vandal Strong. What? What the heck, man? Um, yeah, I tried to find that article you're talking about, but forget about that. I'm just gonna look up the the 4 Idaho college students killed intersection of King Road, Queen Road. Not Rogue. I said road. Hold on. I don't know why it's so difficult to find stuff, you know. Earlier I found it, no problem, and then now I'm having difficulty finding it. No. Um, well, look, I have it already here. I just didn't want to show. I wanted to show you the actual article. I took an image of it here. So where's the Moscow? Where is it? See, it's a Moscow Police Department. You know, I told you it happened in Moscow, Idaho. King Road. Look right there. See, police were stationed at the junction of King and Queen Roads. That's where it is. And I could prove it to you through the here. I'll just look it up through Google Map real quick. Hold on. What the heck? Look. I can't get it to focus. It's too small, the image. Anyway, so that's the house. So this is the first floor, then you have a second floor, then you have a third floor up here. It happened on the second and third floor. See, it's 1122 King Road, Moscow, Idaho. Let's go to the image. Where is it? See, look, 1122 King Road, you see? That's the apartment. Let me see if I can blow it up here. See, it's 1122, you see? And it says King Road, right? But look, if you go to the street view, how do I do this? I don't use this much. Look, see, it says Queen Road. So the Queen Road is right there, and this is the house. King Road. So that street is actually part of the street that's over there. They're saying that it's because look, if I go forward, it's going to be King Road. See? So this is King Road. See? So how does that house that's way over there, behind all these houses, part of and this is not even the right address. This is 1118 King Road. How the hell is that state 1122? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not kidding with you, that they changed the address to make that 1122 just for this particular incident. Do you get what I'm saying? Does anyone believe what I'm saying? I mean, not believe, but do you think that it's a possibility that they did that? Anyway. Yeah, I believe that they changed that address, and it's hid away. Nobody's gonna see anything. You see what I'm saying? They picked the place where nobody's gonna, but just the fact that it's king and queen, you know, the address, and then King Charles's birthday was the very next morning, and the queen died this year. I mean, come on. Like I said, let's see who the suspect is and where he's from, and we're gonna look into that and see what's going on. All right, folks, I'm gonna end the video. So I appreciate everyone being here. I'll leave the video up, unless they take it down for some reason, but and I'll probably get a strike. But anyway, I'll leave the video up, and I know there's something I'm forgetting, but what can I do? Make sure you watch the video from the beginning. Wait, somebody's saying, what do you mean there's a serial killer in Utah? Hurry up. Tell me what you mean by that. Hurry, hurry. Tell me what the comment, why you put that comment. I just talked about that story. That's what I'm talking about right now. For the last 45 minutes, I've been talking about the Idaho. The Idaho, you're not talking about Seattle. There's not another one. Serial killer in Utah.
Here is information from Wikipedia.
This is like years ago now. There's nothing new. There's no new killings in. Wait. There might be a story of a serial killer killing homeless people, maybe. I don't know. But I haven't seen anything on the news. Yeah, I know you were talking about the Idaho one. Anyway, folks. Yeah, Idaho. Ends with the O, that's right. Like Ohio. All right, folks. God bless everybody. And like I said, folks, if you haven't gotten right with God yet, I told you, repent now. Cry out to Jesus and turn from your sins. Okay? You got to turn from your wicked ways, folks. Stop cursing. Stop fornicating. Stop doing drugs. Stop getting drunk. And get right with God, because, like I said, time is short, folks. Anyway. All right. Take care. Yeah, exactly. TikTok. Yeah. All this stuff is not a coincidence, folks. This Time's Up movement and all that other nonsense. All right. Anyway, end of video. Jesus is God. End of video. Oh, let me just tell you. In order to find my live stream, because this is a live stream, you have to go to the live stream section. Hold on, because I'm using my TV as a light source. You have to go to the live stream section when you go to my channel, okay? So you're not going to see these, because YouTube mess with the channels now. They put the videos that are pre-recorded separate from the live stream videos. All right. Anyway. All right. I'm going to end the video. And like I said, you won't see the live stream chat for like 15 hours after once I stop this video right now, you will not be able to see the live chat until it's processed by YouTube, which takes like 12 to 15 hours for some reason, my videos. All right, take care. God bless everybody. End of video.